Yeah, we definitely need to be talking about money in our families, whether it's just husband and wife or husband, wife, and kids. I think the kids need some exposure to the financial conversations going on. They may not need the whole entire plate of everything going on. They don't need to know how estate planning's working or things like that that are maybe
Sure.
more in like extreme detail. But I think just informing them, hey, our electricity budget or our utilities budget is getting a little bit tight. $300 just to throw a number out there. Let's see if we can get it to 275
Hmm.
and kind of make it a game of who can turn off the most lights when they were left on or things like that, just to make it more fun, even though they're impacting the money, helping you save money. And then you can kind of share a month later when you get the next bill. Hey, here's our success. We actually went down to 260. Can we push it to 250?
Yeah.
Things like that. And they're just thinking about, oh, this is costing us money, or this doing this saves us money. And it just kind of plants some of those seeds in the back of their mind of money touches everything in our lives, so we have to be aware of it.
Well, that's really cool, right? Because that encompasses so many things. A, you're teaching them that the expenses for your house, right? Even just the energy for the lights or the heat or the
Mhm.
AC or whatever, that stuff's not free. It's not magic, right? You have to
Yeah,
pay for
I wish
that,
it
which is
was.
something they're not aware of. So they're learning it, but in a fun way, right?
Mhm.
And also then it just kind of creates awareness about sort of things in the house. And you're talking about money in a way that's not too in depth if you've got kids that are younger, but that they can still start to grasp. And this is something that's come up on some of our episodes in the past, is just the idea of modeling, right? Parents modeling for
Mhm.
their kids. Hey, we're thinking about this and we're doing it all together. So no, I think those kind of things are great ideas.
Yeah, examples are super fun, and one of the things you and I talked about before that I think is in the same vein is giving the kids a budget to manage.
Yes.
I think it's in the same vein of having that conversation with them of here's how you manage a budget. You give them one category. This is the method I like to try to teach is give them one category that they have full control over. If they spend it all, they spend it all. If they save it, then they can use it the next month.
Right.
Things like that, just to teach them some simple techniques of how do you handle money? How do you allocate money for different expenses while the month's still going? Think about future purchases, things like that that can be done on a really simple level because the great way to do it is have them make a $300 mistake before they have to make a $30,000 mistake where
Yeah.
you can teach them when it's a little bit less impactful and you can sustain that blow for them versus trying to help them get out of an auto loan debt that they should have never found themselves in.
Yeah. Right. Yep. Absolutely. Um, let's talk a little bit about kind of dive into a little bit of the specifics of the financial independence retire early movement, right?
Mhm.
So because one of the things that I one of my goals with this show is to help parents get their kids started early so that if their kids want to decide that they want to reach financial independence when they're far before traditional retirement age, so even as early as their 30s or 40s, like some people have done
Mhm.
when they figured it out early. I mean, not every person is going to want to do that, but my hope would be that if parents understand financial independence, they're working towards it themselves or have gotten there and they're trying to teach their kids that they give their kids the habits and skills that they can make that choice if they want to. So let's just
Mhm.
talk a little bit about the financial independence movement and then how that kind of fits in with what parents can be teaching their kids, some of which we've already covered, right? Which is, kind of just getting them started on these habits. The
Mhm.
budget idea obviously is great. I think I also like to recommend that they start their kids doing some sort of savings, right? And teach them
Mhm.
early the habit of living on less than you make, because right, that's that whole thing about it's not just that you save to save. The whole idea of saving is your whatever money you have left, you want to invest that and make it start working for you. So,
Mhm.
what are your thoughts about fire? Thanks for watching. If you want to check out the full conversation, you can watch full episodes of the FI for Kids podcast right here at YouTube. Just hit subscribe and you'll get new episodes in your feed every Thursday.